We're now going to have a look at the sound system. We start off from control panel, and there you have a icon which is the sound icon, so we click on that and we are presented with all the options that my system has in place. As you can see, there are many devices in the list. Now for the main part, I use an optical cable connected to my Sony audio video receiver. So this is the device. Okay, when you look at the properties, first of all you see the name there. You can actually change that to whatever you like. You can call it any name of your choice. You'll see this is defined as a high definition audio device, and we look at the properties in there. This doesn't give us much information apart from the driver and events, when it was installed and how it was installed, that kind of stuff. Right, it says rear panel optical jack is being used. In fact, this is a fiber optic cable connected to my AV receiver. You can also turn this off if you wanted to use something else. Now we have a look at the supported formats for this device. For each of these functions where there's a tick box, you can tell Windows to use it or not to use it, like that. But if you decide to try it, you can test the device to see if it works. Not sure if you heard that, but definitely it was working properly. Same thing for Dolby Digital. The big boom from the LFE channel, but all working fine. Yeah. My system does not support this, I don't think, but we'll test it. Now this time there is no sound. So if we say no to this, Windows will automatically turn that off for us. Okay, the next thing we're going to test is the high resolution digital channel. Now, the higher these things, the better the fidelity of your audio. So my system supports 192 kilohertz. We'll do a test. So we've heard the sound, so that's all well and good. We've got some levels which we can control here. The enhancements is an interesting one, where you can set room correction. This is a bit fiddly for me because I sit on my desk next to a 4K monitor, and the room for me is behind me, so this doesn't work for me. I leave it alone. The only one I turn on is the low frequency protection. This will stop any very low signals going through where you can have this booming effect. In my case, I've set it to 80 Hertz. There you go. You can change this to whatever you like. You can make it 60, 80, whatever. Mine is set to 80. Depending on the room size, if you had that set up, you can in fact invert the subwoofer polarity, which means it will transmit the signal on a different piece of wire, uses the other one for ground. I've never messed around with that one, so I'm not too sure how that works or not. Loudness is quite common on many devices, but I leave that alone as well. This requires a matrix decoder on your AV system. I don't have one of those, so I can't test that one. The advanced bit is to do with the 24-bit channel or 16-bit. In my case, I'm using 24-bit 2-channel, very high resolution studio quality, which we've tested already. Okay, I hope that explains my sound system for you. The other thing you can do in here before we end this one is you can set this as your default device. At the moment that is set to the headphones I'm using with a headphone microphone, so I'll leave that as this for the moment. The headphone USB device is very basic. It's a generic USB device. It has speaker level and microphone level. Again, it has all the enhancements, but you'll see in here, because it's quite a dumb device, it only has 16-bit audio quality. Okay. Also of interest in here is the connection to my monitor. I have a 4K very high resolution monitor, and the monitor is in fact connected using HDMI or DisplayPort connection. In my case, I use a DisplayPort. Right, in here the only thing that this supports as it is a 2-bit channel, but interestingly enough, this you will see HDCP available for this device. That is very important to me, because I also use the monitor for a Roku 4 streaming device using an HDMI port, and that is required to use with Netflix, so that works fine. I have a YouTube video on the device, so you can watch that later if you want. Same kind of enhancements and levels you've seen before for these devices. Yeah. In terms of the audio quality, this supports a bit better quality, 24-bit 48 Hz, which is decent enough. Okay, what else have we got here? We've seen the headphones. Also, my GPU has a HDMI socket which I can connect to my AV directly. At the moment there's nothing plugged into it, but if there was, that would be going via my AV. At the moment that has very poor quality HDMI signal for my 4K monitor, so I don't use that at all. I don't think it's HDMI 2.0 even, but it's available there, and if we wanted to use it, all we have to do is connect a cable. As it says, it's not plugged in. Okay, I hope that helps you understanding what the sound system is all about. Thank you for watching.